My dear child, I see you, even when you feel unseen. I know the heaviness you carry in your heart, the burden that weighs down your spirit when the world around you refuses to acknowledge your pain. You might believe that your sorrow is hidden, tucked away behind smiles that don't reach your eyes, or words that are too afraid to speak the truth. But know this, my child, your tears are never invisible to me. In every moment of your grief, in every time you've cried alone, in the silence of your room, I was there. I saw you. I heard you. The world may turn a blind eye to the struggles you face, the internal battles that rage within your soul. They may be too busy with their own lives to notice the quiet cries that you carry. But I do not overlook you. I am your creator, your comforter, your father, and I know every tear you shed. Not a single one falls to the ground without my notice. You may wonder why the pain continues, why the tears flow endlessly, and why it seems like the darkness never lifts. It is in these moments, when you feel most abandoned, that I am nearest to you. I hold your sorrow, and I embrace you in your brokenness. The world can be cold, and people can be distant. They may not always understand your suffering, your pain, or your tears. But I understand. I know you better than you know yourself. I have seen every single tear you have shed, and I feel it deeply. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are held in the very palm of my hand. Every time you feel as though no one sees your struggle, know that I am with you, standing beside you, walking with you through the storm. The weight of your pain does not go unnoticed in my presence. I see the moments when you smile through your hurt, when you carry on, despite the emotional exhaustion that burdens your soul. I see the moments when your strength feels depleted, and you wonder how much more you can bear. It is in these very moments that my heart reaches out to you. I am your source of strength, my child, and I never allow you to walk through life's trials alone. Every tear, every ache, every sorrow you experience is a part of a greater plan that I have for you. I know it's hard to see right now, and the pain might seem unbearable at times, but trust in me. I am weaving something beautiful from your suffering. Your tears, my precious one, are not a sign of weakness. They are not a mark of defeat. They are a testament to your strength, your courage, and your vulnerability. It is in your tears that you release the weight you carry, allowing your heart to heal. In the process, I understand the need to cry, to release what has been hidden within. There is no shame in your tears. They are sacred to me. Every tear you shed, whether it falls quietly in the night or streams down your face in the light of day, is an expression of your soul's deep yearning for comfort, for peace, for understanding. And I, your Father, am here to provide all that you seek. You are not forgotten in your grief, and you are not abandoned in your sorrow. I am with you through it all. I will never leave you, even in the darkest moments of your life. You may not always feel my presence, but I am always there. When you cry out, I hear you. When you reach out in desperation, I am there to catch your hand. I am not distant, child. I am as close as your next breath, and I will never allow you to walk through this world without my love surrounding you. Trust that I am with you always, even when you feel most alone. There is a language in your tears, a silent communication that transcends words. Every drop speaks to me, carrying the weight of your heart's deepest emotions. Sometimes words fail you. Sometimes the pain is too much to articulate, and all that remains is the quiet surrender to the emotion that overwhelms you. In those moments, when your lips can no longer form the prayers you wish to speak, your tears are the prayer that reaches my heart. Your tears are not weak. They are a powerful expression of the human experience, a testament to the depth of your soul. They tell the story of your struggle, your pain, your longing for peace. Each tear is a reflection of your journey, of the burdens you carry, and the battles you fight in the unseen realms of your heart. You may not realize it, but your tears are sacred. They carry a message that words often cannot. They speak of your surrender, your vulnerability, and your trust in me, even when it feels as though you are drowning in your sorrow. I understand the language of your tears. I know what they mean when you can't find the words. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your life's challenges, when you face the impossible, your tears speak the deepest truth. They are not just a response to grief. They are a form of communication, a form of seeking comfort, a form of connection with me. Do not feel ashamed of your tears. They are not a sign of weakness or defeat. They are the very expression of your humanity, and they are precious to me. There are times when you wonder if your tears even matter, if anyone notices the pain you carry. But let me assure you, I notice. I see every tear that falls, and I know the pain that lies behind them. Your tears are not wasted, and they do not go unnoticed. Every drop is accounted for in my eyes. I collect them, not because they are a burden, but because they are precious. Just as a mother treasures every moment she shares with her child, I treasure every tear you shed. In the moments when you feel unseen or unheard, remember this: I am there, witnessing your pain. I know your heart, and I understand your deepest longings. Your tears are the bridge between your soul and mine, a connection that goes beyond words, beyond understanding, and into the very essence of who you are. I know what you need before you even ask. I hear your unspoken prayers, the ones that are whispered through your tears, and I respond in my time and in my way. You are never alone in your sorrow. I am right beside you, waiting to heal the wounds that your tears reveal. There is beauty in your tears, child. They are not a sign of defeat, but a mark of resilience. You cry because you are human. You cry because your heart has been broken, because you have loved, and because you are vulnerable to the world's challenges. But in your tears, there is also hope. In every tear that falls, there is the potential for renewal. There is the promise of my presence, the assurance that I will walk with you through the storm, and the reminder that your sorrow is not in vain. When the world is too much to bear, when your heart is heavy, know that I see you. I see your pain, your heartache, your struggles, and I am moved by them. You are not forgotten. I am with you, wiping your tears, holding your heart in mine, and guiding you through the difficult moments. You may not see it now, but I am always working behind the scenes, turning your tears into something beautiful. My love for you is constant, unshakable, and it is with you in every tear you shed. Your tears carry within them not only sorrow, but also the seed of healing. What may appear as a sign of pain is in truth a sacred release. Every tear is a step toward healing, a movement toward wholeness. In the world's eyes, tears might be seen as a sign of fragility, but to me, they are a sign of strength. Strength in allowing yourself to feel, to surrender, and to trust that through the shedding of these tears, something within you is being transformed. When your heart is overwhelmed, when the weight of the world presses upon your soul, your tears become the river that carries your pain away, bit by bit. In each tear, I work to heal the wounds that lie beneath the surface, the wounds you may not even be fully aware of. Your tears cleanse your spirit, washing away the bitterness, the heartache, and the confusion. In this process, you are being renewed. You are being restored. In your sorrow, I am present. I do not leave you when the pain comes. I draw nearer. My presence is not absent in your moments of grief. I stand beside you, holding your hand as you cry, and I comfort you as you let go of what is no longer serving you. The world may not always see your suffering, but I do. And I use every tear as an opportunity to bring healing, to bring peace, and to guide you closer to my love. Do not be afraid of your tears, my child. Do not hide them away, out of shame or fear. I want you to release the pain you carry. It is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage. The courage to allow yourself to feel, to grieve, and to trust that through this process, I will bring healing to your heart. I will restore the parts of you that feel broken and lost. You are not alone in your healing journey. I am with you every step of the way, turning your sorrow into joy, your mourning into dancing. There is no shame in crying. There is only grace in surrendering your pain to me. Each tear that falls is an offering of your heart, an offering of your vulnerability. And in return, I offer you my love, my comfort, and my peace. I will not leave you in your pain. I will be the balm that heals your wounds, the light that dispels the darkness, the peace that calms your troubled soul. When you weep, know that I am with you in that moment. I see every tear that falls. I understand every ache in your heart. And I promise you, my child, that this pain will not last forever. Your tears are not a sign of defeat, but a signal that you are in the process of healing. Every moment of sorrow, every tear that falls, is a part of the journey that will lead you to a place of peace, a place of wholeness, a place where my love surrounds you completely. Trust that your tears are not meaningless. They are not an accident. They are a part of your story, and in my hands, they will be transformed into something beautiful. You will not always remain in this place of pain. There will come a time when the tears will cease, and the joy that comes from healing will fill your heart. Know that I am with you, guiding you toward this renewal, step by step. Every tear you shed holds purpose, even when it's hard to see. In the midst of your sorrow, it's easy to feel as though your pain is pointless, as if nothing good could ever come from the grief you carry. Yet, child, there is divine purpose in your tears. They are not random. They are not a mistake. They are part of a greater plan that I have for your life. In the same way that a seed must break open to grow into a plant, your heart must sometimes be broken to grow into the person I've destined you to be. The tears you shed are the soil from which your strength will sprout. I see the struggle that lies beneath every tear. I see the weight you carry and the burdens that have become a part of you. You may wonder why life has been so hard, why you have had to endure so much. But know this, nothing is wasted in my hands. Every experience you go through, every hardship you face, is an opportunity for growth. And your tears are a natural response to that process. When your heart aches, it is an invitation for me to come closer, to minister to you, and to mold you into the person you are meant to be. Your tears are part of your journey. They are a necessary part of becoming who you are meant to be. Without the rain, there would be no growth. Without the storms, the roots of your faith would never grow deep. I am using your pain to shape you, to make you more resilient, more compassionate, more connected to the world around you. Your tears are a reflection of your sensitivity, your heart, and your willingness to love even when it hurts. Do not let the enemy tell you that your tears are a sign of failure. Do not listen to the lie that pain has no purpose. You are growing, even when it feels like you are breaking. In the silence of your tears, I am doing my most powerful work. I am teaching you to trust, to lean on me, to rely on my strength when yours runs out. Your tears are the release valve for your soul, allowing you to let go of what is no longer needed, to let go of the past, the hurt, and the fear. Each tear is an act of surrender, a surrender to my will, a surrender to my purpose for your life. It may not make sense to you now, but one day, when you look back on these moments of sorrow, you will see the beauty that arose from them. You will see the transformation that took place in your heart, the growth that happened when you allowed yourself to feel the depth of your pain. You will understand that your tears were not wasted, that they played an important role in shaping you into the person you are meant to become. The trials you face are not in vain. They are part of a process that is molding you into someone who will one day stand strong, not because of your own strength, but because of the strength I have placed within you. Your tears are a sign of your humanity, but they are also a sign of your hope. For it is through your tears that you learn to trust in something greater than yourself. You learn to trust in my plan, in my timing, and in my ability to turn all things, even your pain, for good. I see the deeper purpose behind your tears. They are not just moments of weakness, but moments of transformation. And as I carry you through this journey, I promise that one day you will look upon your tears and see them as the stepping stones that led you closer to me. Rest in the knowledge that your tears are never without purpose. I am using them to shape you, to refine you, and to guide you to a place of greater peace, greater understanding, and greater strength. The tears you shed today will be the tears that wash away the past and make room for the future I have for you. And in that future, you will see the beauty that has risen from the ashes of your pain. Your tears are a reflection of my deep love for you. While the world may see tears as a sign of despair, I see them as a testament to the love that flows between us. I know how much you desire to be free from pain, to find peace in the midst of your struggles. Yet, even in your sorrow, there is beauty in knowing that I, your Creator, am right here with you, embracing you, comforting you, and drawing you closer with every tear you shed. There are moments when it feels as though no one understands your pain. You may feel isolated, as if the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you carry it alone. But I see you, and I feel your heart. Your tears move me deeply, and my love for you grows even stronger in those moments. You are never unseen, never forgotten, and never abandoned. When your heart breaks, I am the one who holds it together. When you feel the sting of loss or the ache of disappointment, I am the one who wipes away your tears, not because you are weak, but because I love you deeply, and I want to carry you through the storm. Know that I do not allow your suffering to go unnoticed. Your tears are an act of trust. When you cry out, whether in joy or sorrow, you are placing your heart in my hands. You are trusting that I will transform your pain into something beautiful. You are trusting that my love will never leave you, and that I will turn every tear into an opportunity for deeper connection. Each tear is a reminder of the closeness of our bond. You are never distant from me, no matter how far you feel from your own strength. When you cry, you reveal your heart to me, and in return, I reveal more of myself to you. I will never allow your suffering to be meaningless. Every moment of grief that you endure is covered in my love, and through that love, you will find healing, peace, and hope. Your tears are not something I view as a burden to bear, but as an invitation to walk with you even closer. They are a gift that calls forth my compassion and my grace to envelop you in ways you may not even understand yet. You may wonder sometimes why your tears are needed. You may wonder if there will ever come a time when you no longer need to cry, when your heart is finally healed. Know that every tear you shed is precious to me. It is a reminder of your humanity, of the depth of your emotions, and of the life I have given you. Your tears reflect the love you have for others, the longing for justice, and the desire for peace. And in every tear, my love for you is reaffirmed, for I walk beside you in every trial you face, and I share in your tears. It's through your tears that you will come to know a deeper truth, that my love is not bound by your happiness or your success. It is in your sorrow, your longing, and your brokenness that my love becomes most apparent. I am closest to you in your vulnerability, and it is in the quiet moments of your tears that I draw near to heal your heart and remind you that I am with you, always. In the end, your tears will be a testimony of the love we share. They will become a symbol of how my presence has guided you through the darkness, how my love has carried you through the storm. And one day, when you look back on your tears, you will see them as the very signs of my faithfulness, my love, and my enduring presence in your life. Your tears are never in vain, for in them I am doing a work in you that will lead to a greater understanding of my love, a love that is unchanging, unshakable, and eternal. The journey from sorrow to healing is a path that requires patience, trust, and endurance. Your tears are not wasted. They are the groundwork for the triumph that will rise from them. In your pain, in your tears, there is the potential for deep transformation, a transformation that will turn your suffering into strength, your heartache into hope, and your tears into victory. What you may not see in your grief is that I am preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. I have not forgotten you. I am not distant from you in your pain. In fact, my presence is most real when you feel the weight of the world bearing down on you. In those moments when you are closest to your sorrow, I am drawing you nearer to the future I have for you. The tears you shed today will water the seeds of your tomorrow. They will be the very foundation upon which your future joy will stand. You may feel as though you are stuck in a never-ending cycle of sorrow, but know that this is not the end of your story. This chapter is one of healing, one of restoration, and one of growth. I am working behind the scenes, knitting together the broken pieces of your heart and weaving a beautiful tapestry of strength, wisdom, and resilience. Your tears are not signs of defeat, but the evidence of the transformation that is taking place in your soul. There will come a day when you will look back on your tears with gratitude, when you will see them as the stepping stones that led you to a place of peace, joy, and victory. In the same way that a flower must push through the soil to bloom, your heart must go through the process of suffering to grow into the fullness of what I have called you to be. The pain you are experiencing is not the end of the story. It is simply part of the process that will lead you to your purpose. What you are going through now will not last forever. Your tears will dry, and in their place, I will bring new life. What once seemed impossible will become possible, and what once seemed like an insurmountable burden will become a testimony of my faithfulness. Your tears are the beginning of a new season, a season where the pain of the past is replaced with the promise of the future. Even in your darkest moments, I am turning your sorrow into something beautiful. I am making all things new. The trials you face today will serve as the foundation for the strength and wisdom you will carry into tomorrow. You will not remain in this place forever. The tears you shed today will water the garden of tomorrow, and soon you will witness the fruits of that labor: joy, peace, and a deep, unshakable faith that will carry you through every season of life. So when you cry, know that it is not in vain. Your tears are the beginning of your victory, the first step toward the healing and transformation that I am bringing to your life. Do not fear the tears, for they are a sign that you are growing, that you are being shaped into the person I have called you to be. In time, you will see how the trials you have faced have prepared you for the triumphs that lie ahead. Rest in the knowledge that your tears are seen, and they will not go to waste. They are part of the process that will lead to your ultimate restoration. Trust that I am with you in every moment of sorrow, and that in the fullness of time, your tears will be transformed into triumph.